Hello my dear friends, my name is Khushbu Kumari. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Friend, in this video we are gonna cover one more interview coding questions. You are given an array of integers. Return an array of the same size where the element at each index is the product of all elements in the original array except for the element at that index. It means you will given an array of, let's suppose take this example where elements will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and output will be look like this. So how I will get 120 instead of 1? So what you need to do is, except 1 you need to multiply all these elements. 5 4 is 20, 23 is 80, 5 4 is 20, 23 is 60 and 60 into 2 will be 120. So except 1 we need to multiply all these elements and then return the first element. Likewise, if we take 2, then we need to multiply all these elements except this 2. So 5 4 is 20, 23 is 60 and 60 into 1 will be 60. For the third element we need to multiply all those elements but except this 3. So 1 into 2, 2, 2 4 is 8, 8 5 is 40. So it will return 40. So likewise we need to print all the multiples of element but instead of that element. So how we will do that? Before proceeding to the programming part, I need to make sure that you are familiar with the continue and break statement. Break statement is just used to come out from that particular loop. Let's suppose if I write here I is equals to 0, I should be less than 4, I plus plus, and if I check here, if I is equals to 3, break, what will happen here is that when I will equal to 0, I should be less than 4, it will goes to I should be less than 4. But when I will be 3 is equals to 3, it will break the for loop. So it will just come out from the for loop and continue executing other part of the code. So this is break statement. And what does continue statement does? If I instead of break, I will simply continue here, right, continue here, it will, what it will do, let's suppose I want to print all 1 0 to 3. So printf I. So what will it do here? For I is equals to 0, first time I will be 0, it will just print I. So it will just print 0 here. Then again I plus plus, it will become 1 and it will print 1. If I plus plus, it will become 2, it will print 2. If I plus plus 3, and when it will I is equals to 3, it will just not execute the other part of the code, it will just continue here and increment the value of I. So continue is just to skip the statements after that, and break is used to come out from that loop. So now come to our main question. What I am going to do here, I am going to use continue statement because we are asked not to multiply that particular element. When I am going to use 2 for loops. One for loop will be to take one by one elements from the array, and the second for loop will be to multiply all other elements except this, or for except this I am going to use this continue. So this is the small program which we need to output like this. So let's understand this using trial. So what I am going to do here, this is our memory and this will be the output section. So let's I, j, and here I am declaring a mult variable which will hold the multiple of the current. So I will just initialize it 1 because if I will initialize to 0, it will become 0 if we multiply to the another element. So that's why I am using here 1. So for the first time I is equals to 0, j is equals to 0, and here it is checking if I is equals to j. It means for the first time when I am taking this 1, we need to not multiply this by itself. So that's why if I is equals to j, we just simply continue this. It means this particular statement will not be executed and it will come out to this j plus plus. So it will become 1 and j should be less than 5. Yes, if I is equals to j, this time this particular statement is not true. So that's why mul value will be 1 1 into ARR j. ARR j current value is 1, so it will denote to this 2. So 2 will be multiplied by 1, it will become 2. So again j plus plus, it will denote to this 3. So from the previous statement we have mult value 2 and we need to and here 2 into ARR j value is j is currently denoting to this 3. So 2 into 3, it will become 6 and mult value will become 6. Again j plus plus, so it will denote to this 4. 4 will be multiplied to this 6. So 6 4s are 24. And again j plus plus, it will denote to this 5 and 5 will be multiplied to this 24 and it will become 120. So likewise again I plus plus, for this time this 2 will be denoted and we need to multiply 2 by itself. We need to start from here but skip this and again continue to the other elements. So I am going to do the same I plus plus. It means I will become 1 and j is equals to 0. It means both are not the same. So this statement will not gonna execute. And after printing the multiple value, that means 120, I am again initializing the multiply value by 1 because this time I am going to multiply the other elements. So j I is equals to 0. It means this time this value will be denoting for this for loop by this for loop, and for j is equals to 0 this element is currently denoting. So then 1 will be multiplied by 1 itself, and again after j plus plus it will denote to this element and we are not gonna multiply this. For this 1 will equal to 1, this time this became true and continue. It means we are not gonna execute this statement. J plus plus, this will denote to 3 and we are gonna multiply 1 into 3, it will return 3 and we are going to store 3. Likewise 3 into 4, 12, it will print it will store 12. 12 into 5, 60. So I will just print here 60 at the output, and after that mult value will again be initialized with 1. Likewise this program will be continue to print all those values. So hope you understand this problem. So thanks for watching.